Hello everyone, my name is Samantha and I'm coming to you from Maui. Now I want to point out real quick before I go inside and make my video, look how tight these streets are. Remember that because we're going to talk about it. So I want to start this video by telling you guys that last night I was very upset. I was not angry. I'm a very empathetic person, and to be around so many people who have lost so much is heartbreaking to me. So let me give you guys some perspective about Maui. Okay, so we all know that Maui is an island, right? Well, there's nowhere on this island that you could hide a hidden military airbase, okay? And the reason I say that is because there are mountains on different parts of the islands, right? And then you have flat land and you have the coastline and you have the interior. Well, the thing is this, it's not an island that's so big that somebody given a few months could not literally climb around on their feet exploring it. And we all know how children are. Think back to your childhood. For the ones of us that are my age and older, we played a lot in the woods surrounding our home, right? We played outdoors a lot. Now the younger generation, you guys don't really have those kinds of memories, but as older generation, we do. And you explored your neighborhood. You explored everything. There's nowhere on this tiny island that you could hide a military air base that one, somebody wouldn't have found it, and two, people wouldn't see the planes coming in and out. You can stand on the mountain here and turn 360 and see ocean all the way around. So I came back inside because people were starting to stare at me standing outside filming. Okay, so the next thing, I showed you at the very beginning of this clip how tight the streets are. Now what I'm gonna do right now is clip in an area right outside of Lahaina, right? That I just passed this morning, and I wanna show you how close the street is because that's very important to what I'm fixing to say next. All right, guys, as you can see, we're driving down one of the side streets about 8 miles outside of Lahaina. And as you can see, looking left, looking right, you see how tiny and tight these roads are? Do you see how close all the houses happen to be to each other? All right, so there's not a lot of wiggle room on these streets. The homes are relatively close together. Now this area is a residential area, so it's got a little bit more space between the houses than per se where it was a tourist area, which is really what the town of Lahaina happens to be. It does have people that residentially live there, but the majority of people in that area are rented condos, hotels, and businesses. So I wanted you to see this with your own eyes, how tight the streets are for a very good reason, all right? Let's talk about it. There is no way a school bus could go down those types of roads with a bullhorn yelling for kids to come out to get to safety, all right? Now let's talk about school. School was technically not supposed to start until the next day, the 9th. There was orientation at the high school, all right? Those kids, I believe, were sent home early on buses. Other than that, the buses were not running for the kids, okay? So you didn't have a bunch of school buses filled with kids dropping kids off because of a fire, all right? Now that I've been here long enough, I've talked to people, that is the truth. Let's talk about a perspective thing. People are believing this clip right here.
Here that I can't go too deep about. I think I've already said too much, but if you're looking for the children, they're probably somewhere in this general facility. I'll leave you the Easter egg yourself. There's more videos, and if you take a look at the billboard right here.
That clip is a fraud, and I can tell you for one good reason. Maui does not allow any billboards. Period. There's not one billboard on this entire island. There are two good reasons for that. One, they're ugly and they block the view. People come here for the view of the ocean and the mountains. They don't want to see big billboards. So there's actually a Hawaiian statute that forbids them, and here's a copy of that. The second reason they don't have billboards everywhere is the wind here is tremendous, all right? So the wind is gusting constantly, anywhere from 15 to 30 mile per hour winds every single day, right? And that's without any kind of storm or anything else out in the ocean around them. I'm telling you guys all this because I want you to have perspective and think this through like logical people. There is no way someone came in with buses, went up and down these teeny tiny streets, that not one survivor, not one person working, not one mail carrier, not one adult, not one child saw it and did not report it, okay? I too was taken in with Where Are the Children? I've told you guys this. I was one of the first people who put a video out, Where Are the Children? It's had almost 300,000 views, okay? So I'm owning that. You guys rooted with me. We put our money together and I came to Maui to bring you guys truth. And you don't seem to want to accept it. These children are not missing like the media tells us they are. Now, before you get furious and think you've got something I can't explain, let me tell you something. This entire island, right, except for the burned area, and let me explain that to you guys too. The burned area is 1% of this island, 1%. So 99% of the island is back to business, as usual, all right? Everywhere has power. Everywhere has internet. I have been posting videos from all over this island. You guys have been watching them. How would I be able to post those if I did not have cell service and internet? All right? So you're holding on to information that is 4 weeks old and you're screaming about the numbers. Go back and watch Iris's interview. Her husband was working that day I did the video, and as they were picking up debris, bones fell out. It is going to take months for them to clean that area because they have to go slow because they're constantly finding more bones. That is the truth of it, all right? So there's not some undercover 2,000 kids being taken in school buses to a hidden airport on Maui and being ferreted out for the rich. Guys, that is all BS. I'm telling you, it is BS, all right? Now, what is true is that the government is very, very corrupt on this island. I fully intend to go to every meeting they have this week with the Land Commission, all right? And sit in on those meetings. And if I get a chance to ask a question, even though I'm not from Maui, my questions would simply be, what do you intend to do with the land? What do you intend to do with the land? Now, where the missing school buses are, I don't know. I've been all over the island. I haven't seen any missing school buses. If you're really that worried about missing school buses, call the school board. They have a number posted. Call them and ask them where they moved their buses. It's that simple. Don't continue to believe the lies that you're hearing on the internet. The reason people keep sensationalizing the children is it brings in money for them. That's it. And I told you guys from the beginning, money didn't matter to me. I'm going home to go back to my life when I leave this island. All right? So whether you come home with me on my YouTube channel or not isn't a big deal. All right? I love you guys. I like to talk to you. I like us to communicate and I like to educate people. But you need to accept the truth. All right? So for the rest of the day, if you feel like putting questions here, I will try to answer them. But I'm trying to tell you, think through what people are trying to tell you has happened. It isn't possible. A lot of what people are saying simply isn't possible. It just isn't. This island is very tight. Everyone knows everyone else. If someone saw somebody ferreting out children to the airport, to a dock, somebody would have said it, guys. They would have come forward. They wouldn't be hidden in the dark. Another thing, people are like, what if when they took the tourists out, they took some of the kids with them and got them off the island? Look at me. You see how white I am? 90% of the tourists I have seen here look just like me. Do you think I could have got a child of Hawaiian blood off this island without someone saying, hey lady, what the hell are you doing? I'm just saying, not that many people would be in on stealing kids. It seemed so different when I was in Louisiana, right? At the beginning of this, it seemed so urgent. But when I got here, I realized that we had all been fed misinformation and people just don't want to accept it. I am still looking into what caused the fires because I don't think this was natural. There's too much going on with the land grab information here, you guys. I'm getting too many calls from locals saying you have no idea how we are bullied, how we are followed, how we are harassed. They run us off the island. They intentionally put liens against our property. They're trying to take these people's property. But what has happened is the elites, because that's what they are in their minds, have pushed a narrative forward about the children to keep us all looking this way, when really we should all be looking that way. So I'm telling you guys, swap with me. Come on, let's do it. We can do this. We can put to rest that. We may never know how many children perished in that fire, and that is the shame of it. But I'm telling you guys now, there's just not the urgency that we all felt at home behind our screens here on this island for kidnapped kids, okay? There's heartbreak. There's heartbreak. Nobody's going to get on film and talk to you about their dead child. I'm sorry. If that's what you want, you don't need to watch my channel, because I'm not asking grieving parents to do that, you guys. I'm serious. I'm serious. Think about that for a second. Put yourself in their shoes. That's what's wrong with the world. We want what we want. You guys want me to keep on with a narrative that it's not a true narrative. I'm not going to follow it. Nobody bought me. Oprah didn't put $10 million in my account. I'm telling you guys, it just isn't what we were told it was. The truth is here. Where the fire started. Who started them? Why did they start them? How many people actually died? What are they going to do with the land? Those are the important questions that we need to face right now. God bless you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I think everybody needs to share this video.